Alright, round 3. We are going to keep this hand. We don't have white mana, but we have a hoarder that can help us if we need it. Ooh. Well, change of plans here. Because now we can just fly right over top. Ooh. Are they missing their... That's punishing. That is very punishing. So, let's get in there with this dude. And then we drop the Skyblade like it's hot. Although, am I supposed to do the Cobbled Wings instead? Because then I can follow up with Paladin next turn. Just 1 extra damage per turn. I think we play Skyblade. Because next turn I can still do Cobbled Wings. So this is not the best use of mana, but... Ravenous Daggertooth. Okay. Alright. So now we can... Cobbled Wings... Fly right over top. We got some flying scoundrels right now. Kind of having the surprise Cobbled Wings may be better anyway. I'm thinking. So they'll probably, I don't know. Imperial RSR, okay. So we have 5 spells in hand. Let's see here. So Bloodletter, I don't really want to trade the RSR for the Scoundrel. So I think we probably just play the Paladin and then pass. Okay, so they got some flyers for days. Fifth land. So I guess we go Bloodletter plus Hoarder. And pass. Okay. So they got a good amount of flyers in there too. A lot of flyers as it turns out, which is a bit unusual. Flying dinosaurs. So it is kind of preventing us from getting in there. But yeah, we'll see how this goes down. Once I drop that Queen's Agent, maybe I can do something a little bit spicier. Well, it has to be a 4/4, I guess. Another RSR? Jeez. Talk about a strong deck. Those cards are like slam dunk first pick. Any white deck, you'd play a million of them. One of the stronger uncommons in white. So we're going to take another 4 here. Oh, well that I can double block. I really hope they make that attack. Because I'll definitely block with a Skyblade and a Skymarch Bloodletter. That's a great trade for us. But the Daggertooth I'll just take. Because I don't want to trade off mine. That's a gift. That is a gift. Trading a 2/2 for a 3/3 is a good trade, as it turns out. So, now we have the Deacon, which, in conjunction with our Paladin, could do some good things. So we probably do that. So we'll play the Deacon, we'll beef up the Paladin, we'll smash for 5, and see what happens. Maybe they trade off the Sunwing for it, which I guess would be fine. Okay, opponent DC'd for a second there, but they are back, so we're gonna make our Paladin fat and then swing with it. Probably just trade it off for a Kinjali Sunwing, which isn't great, but acceptable. It's also not bad, I guess. It's not great, it's not bad. So, we'll take it, and we'll pass. So, we're basically, at this point, we can trade the Scoundrel for the Aerosar. I mean, it maybe lets them play like a 7 or an 8 drop or something, but I think at this point, it's probably something we're willing to do, if necessary. Okay, so that's a pretty easy little trade here. Take the 3. So they gain some life, we get a treasure. Follow up play, Paladin. Alright. Acceptable. So now we can smash with our Scoundrel. Although they can smash back for 6. I'm not actually sure that matters. Because we'll have the Queen's Agent. So if I attack with the Scoundrel, will they take 4? Because then they can smash back for 6. Huh. But then we could smash, let's see, I take them to 8, and I could pump up this. Smash back for 7. Should make us 1 short of lethal. I kind of want the Queen's Agent information first, but I think we are actually going to be attacking with just the Scoundrel. Just El Scoundrel. So let's him smash back for 6 in the air, but we'll have that Queen's Agent, which I think the lifelink, especially if we make it a 4/4 and we can equip it because we have the treasure. If it's a 4/4, that would be nice, but we'll find out. We'll see. Ideally a 4/4 here. Yes, and we can leave that on top, and we can equip our Queen's Agent and pass. Very good. Oh, bummer. Hopefully they attack with both flyers. Oh, they are, in fact. Interesting. Well, we'll block here and here. And that way our Deacon plus our Scout... No, well, let's see here. Let's see here. I equip up this with Cobbled Wings. No, that's not quite good enough, is it? We can also give that lifelink, which is very good. So 3/6, we take 9, they have 1 card left. Can't kill this with some things. It's a little bit challenging. I think that we just take the 9 because our lifelinking vampire with the Deacon can gain us some life and bring us back up to 4. Yeah, I think that we do it. Very close to lethal, but just not quite there. So the plan is, let's see, we're going to Deacon up the vampire. We're going to swing with Scoundrel, Deacon, Vampire. And then we can play Paladin, and we can equip it with Cobbled Wings. We can also, yeah, that's probably pretty good too. That way we're... So let's see here. I think the play, we can, do we want to leave the Skyblade back too, or do we want to get in with it? Because we're going to 4 life. They're going to have 2 flyers, 2 hour, 1. So let's just do this first, I guess. So we have 6 mana. Yeah, so I can equip the vampire, play the paladin, or re-equip the paladin, I guess. So let's do this. And I think we're leaving back the Skyblade for emergency use. You may actually just need it. Yes. So then we'll get in, I think with these 3 though. The Scoundrel, the Deacon, and the Vampire. Now it's going to leave me 3 blockers, 2 of which are flying, and 4 life. Is that enough to live? Because they're just going to block with the Vampire. I'm trying to think if I need more than 3 blockers. Remember, they're going to have 2 flyers to our 2 flyers. We're going to be at 4 life. I still think this is fine. Right? Because they have to block. We are threatening lethal. They could just block with the Caller on the 4th thing. Take 6, we go to 4, they go to 2. We have 2 flyers with the Paladin. Which means we chump like the 3 power thing. We trade, and then we block and we don't die. We can even take a 3 damage hit and live, but we can't take 4. I think this is what we gotta do. It does threaten lethal. Oh, bummer. Their last card was exactly what they needed to kill us next turn. What a bummer. So now they can just take 7 too? Oh, jeez. So we're gonna like Xaxes die? Well, I guess we don't Xaxes die, right? Or do we? Maybe we do Xaxes die. I'm actually not sure. Guess we'll make them do it. I think we Xaxes die, but I don't care anymore. Alright. So then we give this flying. No, I guess we don't Xaxes die. Okay. So we have to chump this, trade here, block there, and we go to 1. Alright. That actually does keep us alive. It was a well-timed slash of talents, though. Jeez. I mean, this is kind of an interesting spot because they can't just attack with the Aerosar. We can double block. They can't attack with... Well, they can attack with both. We chump, but then at least we get rid of the Aerosar. and we would have lethal in the air. I guess we wouldn't have lethal in the air, but we would have a pretty good board. And we'd be able to lifelink fly back. So they kind of, depending on what they drew, which I hope is just a land, they have some difficult choices to make, too. I'm curious. Could also just swing with the Paladin, which I guess would be fine, too. We'd block with probably... How would we block? I don't know. Maybe our Paladin. Kind of still feel like getting the lifelink Vampire online is the best for us. So that, I think, is their best attack, too. I agree with that. I think it actually is a good attack. But... because we have to block it. And we don't have a great block. We have two choices. We get to go Skyblade Vamp or Paladin. We probably just trade off Paladin, because I still feel like gaining 3 life might be essential, especially if we find removal for this. Like, we just top deck a... this is way better for us. Attacking there is significantly better for us than them attacking with the Paladin. Attacking with both still leaves us the same decision, I guess. We're going to... we would trade Paladin for Paladin, or trade Paladin for RSR and block Skyblade and Vamp on Paladin. Now this attack is odd, because now we chump, we trade, and we're doing more on the backswing against them with our lifelink. So I don't think that this is a very good attack for them. I think their first attack was the right one. I think it's just Paladin and the Bloodstained. I see. All three? So all three, we block Vamp on Vamp, we chump, we trade. They go to 6 life. Alright, so they ultimately settled for these 3. So I think we only have one block in which we live, which is this. It'd be nice to be able to block the Vampire and not lose something, but just not at a healthy enough life total because of that stupid Slash of Talon. So, alright, we'll trade, we'll chump, we'll trade. They go to 6. Oh, they have a follow-up play too? Bummer. Bummer. Alright. Actually, is pretty good. So, 3 attackers. We have 3 blockers. I think the play is... I guess the play is Glorifier. Yeah. I think the play is Glorifier, equip Scoundrel with Cobbled Wings, pass. Guess I could have equipped the Glorifier, but this would have had to trade with these anyway. So we just pass. We have 3 blockers for 3 attackers. Can't really afford to pay 2 life here. A series of blocks. Alright, they crashed the... So just top deck your way to victory, huh? Must be nice. Alright. Solid draw from opponent there. Just essential draw there to win. Bummer. Really hope they just ripped a land and we would have been actually in stellar shape at that point. Pretty ridiculous shape at that point, but nope, they had the goodies. So, bummer. Alright. Legion's Judgment looks pretty terrible. They have a bunch of 3-power creatures. So, I don't think anything bigger than 3, so that's not going to work. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Probably a Heartstopper, but they have flyers for days, so that doesn't seem very good either. So, let's run it back. I guess we could do our own Aerosar. Maybe that is actually a wise choice. Yeah. If anything, this deck needs another 5-drop. Definitely. Definitely. I actually kind of like the Sheltering Light here, but I don't know what to cut. Just, when in doubt, run more 5-drops. That's what I always say. No idea what to cut. We're just going to cut a Sheltering Light, because I honestly don't know. Alrighty, game 2. What do we got? Yeah, I guess we're going to keep. I mean, at least we can kill the 3-1. Got some expensive stuff in here, but we're also running 17 lands, so just going to have to hope that that is enough. Alright. Okay. Alright. Land draws are good. Granted, we need a second white, but land draws are going to be good. Okay. Alright. Alright. So I probably have to trade here with the keeper. Can't currently race, and we have a lot of good gas in our hand, so it seems wise to me. And maybe they'll have Crash the Ramparts anyway, so it'll be all good. We'll be able to get a nice 2-for-1. I'm kind of hoping they do have Crash the Ramparts here. It's best case scenario. Alright. We'll bite. Alright. That works out. We'll take it. I think if they had Crash, they would have played it there, so that's good information to have. Okay. This would be a good spot for the Aerosar. I don't think they have Crash the Ramparts, like I said. Bummer. 4 lands and a grip full of 5 and 6. Isn't that a bummer? Yep. Just a land. There we go. So now I guess we could Bright Reprisal the Shining Aerosar. I think we are going to do that. Because basically any removal and we might be toast. So alright. So kill that, draw. Cleric's good. Cleric is definitely good. Goring Ceratops, on the other hand, quite bad for us. So what do? We could get 2 blockers. We take 6, 8. So we don't technically die. So I'll play Glorifier to block the Ceratops because I'd rather keep my Aerosar for flying, I think. And like I said, we don't die. If they have removal or a trick, we die. But otherwise, we're still very much alive. So, their last card's Crash the Ramparts. Golf clap to you, sir. You did it. You had the perfect combination of cards. Alright, there you have it. Must be nice. Alright, so they destroyed us with Crash the Ramparts both games. Our deck was very good though. Played very well for us. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for more. We'll see you then.